Welcome to the Be Happy and Grow Rich show, where your host Lauren Foster brings you weekly information on how to live the life of your dreams and to be rich in every way. Join us each week for a new episode every Monday night. Visit us at www.behappyfirst.org and email your comments, suggestions, and requests to lauren@behappyfirst.org. And now, the founder of Be Happy First, soon-to-be best-selling author and your guide, teacher, and coach on your path to the life you truly love living, Lauren Foster.
And thank you very much, Don Counts, for my beautiful introduction and for my introduction music, which was donated to me by my darling friend Salvador Lopez and his awesome, amazing original music group, The Low Bros. You can find them at thelowbros.com. And I have special guest Allison Samon in the virtual studio with me today. But before I get to her, I want to tell you a really quick story about Don Counts. So Don and a lot of my other advisors have been telling me for a while that the podcast needed to be in video form instead of just audio form. And so this is the very first video podcast. If you've been following the podcast on the audio side, then I will in future weeks catch you up on some of that content if you're new, or we'll figure out how that works. And so that's a rarity that you hear a car in my neighborhood. So note this in history. Hang on, I'm going to check it through. All right. The house up the street is for sale. Somebody's just going to look at it. So anyway, so I had been struggling all day on the 4th of July and part of Sunday to figure out this video problem that I was having that I knew was just something simple. It was not something that it should have been very, very simple. And then I got on the phone with my mastermind partner and I was telling her this. I was explaining to her what was going on with this video issue. And as I was talking, I saw myself being in the land of the problem, not in the land of the solution, because there's an answer to everything, but you can't get to the answer from the vibration of the problem. You have to get to the answer from the vibration of the solution. And I thought, I'm going to get my mind in the land of the solution and out of the land of the problem. And instantly the idea popped into my head to call Don Counts. He's the one who suggested it. He's the one who suggested the program. He will know exactly how to fix this. And as soon as I finished my mastermind call, sure enough, I called him. He talked to me for about 2 minutes and gave me the fix to how to make this happen. So thank you once again, Don Counts, my first microphone mentor and the person who made this video podcast possible for me and for all of you. So welcome today, Allison Samon. Allison is a certified holistic nutrition coach. I'm not certain, but she might have to correct me on that. But she's also, is that all good? And also an environmental specialist. So,
environmental health specialist.
Environmental health specialist. Okay, say that for us again, the whole thing correctly.
Yeah, sure. So I am Allison Samon, a certified holistic health coach and environmental health specialist.
Awesome.
I'm so glad to be here.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me today, Allison. So I have learned recently to never, ever assume anything. So I'm not going to assume that anyone knows what exactly your titles mean and what they do. So tell us that and tell us how you became what you are and got to this place.
Sure. So a holistic health coach helps get you from wherever you are in your health, whatever your health struggles might be, whether it's a condition, whether it's weight loss. So for me in particular, I work around weight loss, chronic pain, and energy, and looking at all areas from a holistic approach, so all areas that feed you and can be contributing to a health issue, something that, so as a coach, I will help you bridge the gap from where you are today to where you want to be with support and accountability and great information. And how I came to this was through my own endless struggle with chronic pain throughout my entire 20s. And that's a time when you're supposed to be the fittest and have the most energy and sort of really resilient. And I was suffering, and to the point where I couldn't walk up and down the stairs. I would cry. I would miss work because just getting out of bed hurt so bad. And I coworkers would sometimes carry me up and down the stairs. And this was ridiculous. I was in my mid-20s and I had been an athlete and it didn't make any sense. And I saw every top specialist in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, and tried every lotion and potion and nothing worked. And finally, because I went to every single person, finally I met a health coach who introduced me to this thing. It's new, this newfangled technique that you may have heard of, and it's called good nutrition. And it worked. Lo and behold, suddenly my body started to heal itself, and it was miraculous. Actually miraculous, because people wanted to do surgery on me, exploratory surgery on me, because I did have some tears in some joints, but my pain was not consistent with where the tears were, and it just completely confounded these top surgeons who were doctors to top Olympic athletes, and they didn't know what to do with me. And so being on this journey, I started to become addicted to nutrition and all things health, and went back to school and have been getting certification after certification. And I actually take a functional approach, which means we get to the root cause. I'm not just going to put a Band-Aid over your symptoms, but I want to find out why this happened in the first place and help remove all of the offenders and so we can help your body to heal, and then add in all kinds of good stuff to help you get to where you want to be moving forward.
Okay. So now, in a nutshell, now let's talk a little bit about what exactly you mean by good nutrition, because that I find that a whole lot of people think that they're eating healthy, and it turns out that they're really not at all.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. Well, I take a bio-individual approach because nutrition can be subjective. There are certainly basic nutrition rules. For instance, fruits and vegetables are typically good, and having gummy bears and jelly beans we can all agree, not a health food, right?
Right.
But there are some foods that you may be sensitive to, and that may be causing inflammation in your body, which can manifest as headaches or arthritis or digestive symptoms, bloating, problems in the bathroom. You could have respiratory issues, allergies, skin issues, all different kinds of things. And it could be an otherwise healthy food that for some reason your body is now seeing it as an invader. And whenever you have it, let's say it's broccoli, whenever you have broccoli, your body says, okay, we have this pathogen, we have to invade, and creates antibodies to destroy it. And so there are basic rules for nutrition, but then you have to get more granular, and sometimes you have to uncover when just adding in good nutrition and drinking water as opposed to soda or fruit juices that are loaded with additional sugar. After that basic underlying foundation, then sometimes we have to dig deeper and take out other foods and say, you seem to be still having these same symptoms. Maybe there's a food that's in your diet that is reactive to you, and we should take that out and see what happens and see if some of these symptoms don't start clearing up, even if it's what is usually thought of as a healthy food.
Right. So what's good for, what is that saying that health coaches like to say? What's one person's treasure is another person's poison, or one person's pleasure is another person's poison. Yeah. And I completely believe that. And I have a program that I'm developing called the Be Happy and Grow Thin program. It has a whole lot of nutrition focus, and that's one of the things that you and I will be collaborating on when it gets to be, specific things. But one of the things that we hear a lot in both of our coaching businesses, I know, and I know that one of your focuses is helping people find the time.
Yes.
The time or organize their time so that, and we saying that you don't have time to meditate is like saying I don't have time to find my car keys, I'll just walk to work.
Right.
So many people say I don't have time to eat healthy, and so what do you say to those people?
I was that person.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that because at the time I was working in television production, it's a crazy lifestyle. And when you have 14, 16, 20-hour days, You think, well, I don't have time for this. I didn't have time for sleep and exercise. How am I going to have time to take care of this? And I suffered so much. And so part of my mission is to help busy professionals to get fit and pain-free and energized without sucking up a lot of time, because it's sort of like, you know, when you're on the plane and they say, if the oxygen masks come down, you put it over your face first and then help others. You will not be good to anybody, your boss, your clients, your children, your spouse, your friends, whomever, if you're falling apart. And I had become just a miserable person to be around because I was always complaining everything hurt. I blamed the chairs. I blamed the commute. I blamed just everything. Like, this hurts and this sucks and this blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I wasn't taking care of, it wasn't those things. There was something wrong in my body. And so what I like to do is find the ways, whatever your lifestyle is, whatever your schedule is, we're going to find out what is the root cause, what is going on for you, and up level the things that you are putting into your body and also your home. So this is where the environmental piece comes in. A lot of people don't realize that it's not just diet as in food that you eat, but it's also things that you put on your body, like personal care products, even things that you use for cleaning the dishes or cleaning your house, household cleaning products can also contain some of the ingredients that we're sensitive to in our food, like gluten, and also other chemicals like BPA and a whole host of things like phthalates and parabens that can actually contribute to weight gain and respiratory problems and reproductive problems and all kinds of things. And I'm not saying this because I want people to be fearful and think, oh God, I have to live in a bubble and what can I eat and where can I go? And we're not safe anywhere. That's not at all the message I want anybody to take away. But I want to empower people that by upgrading certain things and understanding how to read labels and what ingredients you want to avoid, you will control your environment, both at home, at work, wherever you are, so that you will get your results faster. Because you don't have a lot of time to go to the gym for 2 hours a day and cook all day long. Like, we don't live in a society that really permits the time and the luxury for doing that. And you don't have to. That doesn't mean that you are healthy if you do those things. In fact, the people I see at the gym, going to the gym the longest, are usually the people who get sick the most often and then tend to always be dieting. And that's not, I work out for 30 minutes a day. That's it.
Right.
No more. Who has time for more than that?
Yeah.
And, I stay fit.
Yes, you look beautiful. You look absolutely awesome. That's amazing. Give us some examples of what types of toxins we might be looking for in our environment. I mean, yeah, we get all the food, but can you get more specific about that, about what you mean by
Sure.
environment?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's such a long list. We can go through your entire home, but I usually start in the kitchen because that's where we normally think of things that we're eating or putting into our bodies that will maybe make us gain weight. And so one of the things that I do with clients is we do a kitchen makeover, and we're not remodeling your kitchen. We're looking at all of the things that you're using to prepare and store your food. So things like your cookware and your serveware. And well, here's a tip. So we're modern, busy people. And one of the things that has become a major convenience for us over the last, 20, 30 years or so is the microwave. I don't use the microwave at all, and I don't recommend it. Actually, it's really good for disinfecting your dish sponges. So if you have a microwave, I would recommend putting your dirty dish sponge in the microwave, nuke it, and it will disinfect. Now, knowing that fact, and then you can use it again, and so you'll save money. You don't have to keep buying new sponges.
Okay.
But so knowing that fact, why would you put food that has nutrients that you're going to put in your body into the microwave where it's going to nuke it?
Mm-hmm.
You are literally radiating your food. And so a lot of vitamins are heat sensitive. So they will be destroyed. And so you're eating food, so your stomach is not going to be hungry. It's not going to be growling.
Right.
But you're not giving your body the nutrients that it requires. So you're going to be actually nutrient deficient. And this is where some of the wear and tear starts to occur. It's not really about getting older. It's not about age. It's about all of the things that you're doing up until that point. So when you're kind of operating on at a half capacity all the time, stuff will start to break down, whether it's your joints, your digestion, your muscle tone, your headaches, your memory, all kinds of things. And so we'll look at things that are in your kitchen in addition to your food. So we start with the diet for sure, but we're also going to look at, okay, where are the hidden culprits here? Are you storing your food in plastic containers, and then chemicals like BPA and some other, they actually leach out into the food or the liquid that it comes in contact with? Have you ever had a plastic container that was stained orange?
Yes, all of them.
You know why that happened?
No, but I can't wait to know.
So from cleaning, from scrubbing, little microscopic holes are formed. As well, if you're putting sauce, everybody stores sauces, right, in their containers. The acid in the tomato sauce also forms holes. And so that's actually holes. So it's not a stain the way you're thinking of a stain. Oh, we can just rub it out. No, because it's actually in the plastic now because there's all these little holes. So if that is getting into the plastic, what is getting into your food?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
so
nice.
one of the biggest tips is take out all of your plastics. I know they're beautiful and they have cute little lids and you have so many and they all nest in each other. Invest in some glass containers and it will be the best investment because they won't go bad.
Gotcha. I don't use a microwave and I have replaced all of my plastic with glass. And so you're just a girl after my own heart. Before I want you to tell us, we've got to know how to get in touch with you and all that stuff. And I want you to give us a takeaway of what we can do. And this is Leo. So
hi, Leo.
Somebody always shows up to be on the video.
I love it. I'm very equal opportunity.
Yeah, totally. Thank goodness my dogs don't jump up here because they're pretty big. Talk to us a little bit about our personal care items. So that was one of the things that that kind of took some care and diligence to get to where you're not putting things on your body that are.
It's a process because if you think about it, the average person puts a minimum of 12 to 19 items on their body from the time they wake up to the time they leave the house.
Really?
And if you think about every single thing, it really adds up from your toothpaste to deodorant to hand soap to body wash to because we
oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
We practice what we preach.
That's right.
So one of the things that I do with people is systematically go through and help them to upgrade. And so things that you'll likely want to avoid are products that contain gluten. You want to take out products that have coal tar in them. There's a lot of personal care products that have, again, phthalates and parabens. And now that we're in summer, there's a lot of products that say that they are SPF, but they actually have ingredients in them that will tend to make your skin burn and are actually carcinogenic. So there's a whole long list of things. And one of a great free resource is the Environmental Working Group, EWG.org. And they have something that is called the beauty, there's several. There's deep clean, and then there's a beauty. I'm forgetting what the actual name of it. But if you go to EWG.org, you can download the app. And so when you're in the store, you can actually look at, okay, this is a product that I always use or even just go into your own medicine cabinet and look at it and look it up and see they have tested all of the chemicals, broken it all down, and given you a safety rating. And so that's a great place to start.
Okay. Awesome. EWG.org.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, we'll give our listeners one easy thing that they can start doing today to move in the direction of a healthier, less toxic body and environment.
Yeah, so I would say plan ahead. And all my clients hear this from me all the time, is if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so I would say, take a look at what your upcoming week is like. Do you have meetings after work? Are you going to be home for dinner? What is your lunch like? Before you go to the grocery store, take that into account so that you're not wasting money on food that you're not going to end up eating. Mm-hmm. And make a couple of dishes, cook once, eat 3 times. So if you make dinner Monday night, then have it for lunch on Tuesday and possibly Wednesday, so that you're saving time, you're saving money, and you're also controlling what food and the packaging that it comes in. You're controlling that too, because you're going to put it in your nice glass containers, which are very portable, and you could just take it with you on the go to the park, to work, wherever. Right. I'd say is the greatest tip. And I do have a 7-day detox that's coming up in just a few weeks. And so people can really take a deep dive with me if they're interested in learning more too.
Okay, awesome. That's perfect timing. Tell us exactly how we get there and get that information and get your free gift.
Yes. Yeah. So if folks are interested in learning about doing a 7-day detox, so we can just start from a new foundation, all of this build up all over time. If you go to Detox with Allie, ALLIE, detoxwithallie.com, and I have a free gift for you guys with some of my top foods if you want to kickstart your weight loss and boost your energy and curb some of that pain right now. I have that gift for you at detoxforallie.com. And then I'll also give you updates of when the detox is ready, just putting on the finishing touches, and we'll get started. But it's something that is really near and dear to my heart because I suffered for too long for no good reason.
Right. Right. And so there's absolutely no reason that we have to do that. We can learn from your pain for 10 years and avoid it ourselves, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Allie, thank you so much for being with us today. Allie, Allison, you answered to both, right?
Yep.
All right. And congratulations on being on the very first video podcast. And I have to caution you that I think the video got a little weird during there, like maybe my face was on the screen while you were talking and vice versa, and so you have a sense of humor when you review this. And
cats are peering everywhere, so maybe they weren't real cats, maybe it was just a virtual image of cats.
Right, exactly.
This has been a blast. I really hope that your listeners have learned something and had a good time, and I certainly did. And thank you so much.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Allison. And hang with me while I close this up and we'll say a proper goodbye. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, this should be, and there's a chance, Allie, that your face is on the screen instead of mine. So don't do anything weird. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out with us during this very first ever video podcast. And it's going live however it looks. So, anything that's worth doing is worth doing shaky and wobbly the first time until you get better. So This is how we learn. This is how we grow. And that's what we're all about at Be Happy First. So go to my website, www.behappyfirst.org, and sign up for my emails and newsletters and all kinds of really great content on there. And Allison, you can find her again at detoxwithallie.com. You can also email her at allie@healthalley.com. So thank you so much for joining us, and stay on this ride with us. Share this video and come back and see what we have up our sleeves for you next week. I'm Lauren Foster, and until next week, remember that you are creating your life. Create a life that you truly, truly love.
This has been the Be Happy and Grow Rich Show. Be sure to pay us a visit at www.behappyfirst.org. We look forward to seeing you next week. And in the meantime, remember, you are the creator of your life. Create the life you love.